Welcome to our broadcast, each and every one of you. Welcome, 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 Ringsiders. It's the 9th day of September. How are you folks doing out there? How are you folks doing? Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button, folks. It's down the road we go. Happy to have all of you with us tonight. It's pace and power, power and pace, pace and power. How you wanna parse it? Good to have all of you with us. Share, 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 share. We're happy and delighted that all of you good folks are here with us. We got Carlisle and Sharon and Rajin, Beatrice, good to see you. Yvette and Morna. Deborah, good to see you as well. How y'all folks are doing tonight? Do let us know how y'all folks are. Rochelle, Ingrid, good to have you. Beatrice, good to see you there. Veronica Primoralins, Sharon, Gwyneth, good to have you too. Good to have Joylyn. Cherylyn, good to see you. Lynette Finance, Bernadette Patricia, Miller, good to have all of you wonderful folks watching us tonight. Joylyn, Cora's here too. Deborah and Tessa, good to have all of you. Share, 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 share. You're joining us on Facebook. You're joining us on the Tube. Smash that emoji button for us. Why out of 600 people who already tuned in, over only 26 have hit that emoji button? Why is that? Huh? Well, it's not big people. Rihanna Mingo, why we gotta go the same things over and over and over? What is it? That's why I want to know. Good folks. What is it? Tracy Clark, Dan Fordyce, happy to have all of you folks here with us. Y'all get it right. We gonna get it right. One way or the other. Very soon. Very shortly. We get it right. Privileged to see so many of you on the live this evening. Happy to have all of you here with us. Happy to have all of you folks here with we. How y'all doing, man? Talk to us a little bit. Talk to us. Talk to me a little bit. How we doing? How we doing? Privileged, as I said, to have all of you here. Privilege, 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 privilege. Share the live. Smash that emoji button, folks. As y'all can tell, I'm a little excited that you guys are here. Happy always to spend this time with you all. Value it, value it, value it, value it. Yep. Good to have Denise and Angela Morris, Sandra Hanova, Moses Barlow, Yonet. Good to have Yonet on the live this evening. Yonet Johnson. Good to see you there. Earl Clark. Innovative Mastermind Spooner. One name. Yeah. One YouTube name. And we got Dion, Ayana, Baby Sandyford. One person. Audrey, we see you there. And Linda, we see you beautiful, fantastic folks there as well. Share the live for us. Smash, smash, smash that emoji button. So some others can get the valid, incredible information. We fired up and ready to go, ready to bring you the valid, incredible information. Things that transpired over the last 40 to 72 hours. To give you guys just a snapshot of what's happening socially and politically in the 592 and some other allied places. We're grateful to have all of you guys on the live tonight. On the live tonight. How y'all doing, man? That's what I want to know. How y'all doing? Grateful, as I said, to have each and every one of you with us. You know, some folks not getting better. I want to say, before I get into issues that touch and concerns social and political activities happening, I want to say a very good evening to the one and only Dr. Vincent Adams. Now, Vincent is celebrating 53 years of marriage today. So I want to wish Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Vincent Adams a happy, happy, happy anniversary. Help me to wish them a happy anniversary, please and thank you. 53 years of marriage. 53 years. That's a long time. In human years, in animal years, in political years, it's a long time. 53 years. You know, I was telling them, I said, well, Doc, look, like 50, so like he started very early. He was a hot boy. So happy anniversary to the Adams, Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Vincent Adams. Happy anniversary to them. 53 years. Now, I'm young yet in the business. It's 53 months. Sometimes I forget. But Doc, Mr. and Mrs. 53 years. Congrats to them. Congrats to them. Moving on, folks. Moving on. You know what? Let's ring the bell one time for them. Let's ring the bell one time for all those years. So I carrying it 53 times. But you all know this is what it is. Ring it one more time for you good folks. We're following a couple things, folks. We hope you guys are good and well wherever you're joining us from. We keep saying to folks, slow down and let me arrive alive. But some of y'all ain't hearing, as the Chinese say, all you ain't hearing, slow down and let us arrive alive. We saw a horrific accident today on the East Coast. My God, the folks walked away with their lives. Thanks be to God. God can be Guyanese. The Father up above, who is looking down with love, he got to be Guyanese because he got to be here so often. Watching over Abby. He got to be living here. So when you see war and rumors of war and flood and typhoon and disease elsewhere, it's your fault. Because you're occupying all of God's time in the 592. He lives here. He goes to work here. And you all know the whole rest of it. Because he got to be watching you all 24/7. We were told that the driver of this car was pulled from the car and is receiving medical attention. Thanks be to God for that. Nothing short of a miracle. So the carnage on our roads and waterways continue. Guyana has some of the most dangerous roadways in the world. In the world. Some of the most dangerous roadways. We don't only walk in the car now. We only walk on the parapet. Sometimes we drum the fence, you see, and walk on the parapet just yonder the fence. Just yonder the fence. Folks, we implore you, from our side, from our little vantage point, please and thank you, slow down and let me arrive alive. Slow down. All your hand, slow down. Please and thank you. We want y'all to be here a long time. Slow down. Dear brothers and sisters, let us arrive alive. That's the state of play. That's how things went down. Thanks be to God. There was no loss of life there. Because you know, that's touch and go. Things can go either way. Folks, y'all smash that emoji button. 1,500 of you on, 10 minutes in, and only 118 of y'all. Okay, the program y'all think we're running here. One of them PR programs. All you y'all get it right, you know. Y'all can get it right one way or the other. We can get it right. Folks, smash that emoji button for us. Well, let me give you a pause. If you think you're a little fry fish, your little tennis roll, or your little plantain, your little fried plantain, your little boiled fry, you might eat a little roti. Whatever it is, I'll give you a second to finish. And in the meantime, yesterday I was watching was it yesterday? Yeah, the swearing in of the Honorable Vice President and Prime Minister. You know, and I was looking at those in attendance and I said, my Lord, what an end of an era. An era. You know? What an end of an era for some people. And an allied issue. On a similar tenor, I see some folks wishing, well, the new government as they are. I said to all you styles, but new government, let it suffice. Wishing them well. And I see people wishing Irfan and Jagdi on this. They got a photograph of Irfan and Jagdi, but Mark Phillips done erase already. The man just swearing, the man don't get erased. Well, that is what, good folks, happens to a rubber stamp. Nobody cares. Unfortunately, that is what happens to a rubber stamp. Nobody cares. So those of you out, like I'm going to fight for Mark Phillips now. Don't be so disrespectful. There's the president, there's the prime minister, and whoever else one piece of the pie. But of course, alas, Guyanese understand where the real power lies. Not so. And if you're a Rasta like me, your heart is dread, you overstand where the real power lies. Folks, some of y'all testing me tonight, you know, for drop bell in your chest. Please, smash that emoji button for us. Share the live for us. And let me go down the road. If you haven't smashed that emoji button yet, especially if you're joining us on Facebook, and I know you got over 700 of you joining us on Facebook, which means we should see that emoji button, like 500 emojis there. Come on now. Don't be wearing well doing. It's Wednesday night, Bible study. That being said, let me come back to this swearing out. I mean swearing in of the Prime Minister, Robert Stamp, Mark Phillips. You respect this fella, please. Please, you're sending your greetings and well wishes to the administration. Include Mark Phillips. Please and thank you. Include him. So I was there looking to see what is what and who is how. You often see the little chips and the fried fish, the little bake and saltfish and so on. You wrap it up, see me have a little cook up, some roti, and aloo. You finish? So as I was looking at this event unfold, I said, my Lord, what an end of an era here. Really and truly. What an end of an era. And I kept hearing, you know, a particular minister voice, but I kept looking and looking, and like I ain't seen the person. You know, minister named Kwame, outgoing might be. He may be outgoing or incoming. I don't know, or both all two. You know, he good with both all two. He might be going or coming, or in between. I keep hearing the voice. Like the Saint Julius Caesar, I hear a voice more shrill than all the music. Cry, Caesar, speak. Caesar's turn to hear. Y'all better know to read some good literature. I kept hearing this voice. So shrill. I kept looking at it. It's the same person here. Y'all know we got to put on the glasses now. It's the same person here. I say, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Respect our manners. It's such an end of an era. I am fine, so. I find so. It's such an end. So, to all the outgoing and the incoming, and those in between, we bring it to y'all, you know. We bringing it to y'all in pace and power. Who with me tonight? We bringing it to them. Holding the feet to the fire. But like they had come in the fire a little too long. Like they had it in the fire a little too long. Right? You know the news. You all know they got a new Chucky out, right? You know, I got a new Chucky out. You know the news. Perfect segue. You know, I got a new Chucky out, right? They got a new Chucky. Got a new Chucky. I did warn you to just brace it over a little bit. You know how. You know how. I did warn you, Honorable Flubes, MP, BSc, PhD. I did warn you. Who's smashing the emoji button for us? Who can smash that emoji button for us, good folks? I see how many of you on Facebook? 800 plus of you watching us on Facebook. Oh, at least let even if the shares that look nice, smash that emoji button for us. Bernadette, Mandy, Angela. Angela, see you on Facebook. Aspachi Angela. Angela Jordan, how you doing? Fidel, you can't say one year. Let's say brace it over. That's a signal something heavy coming down. Brace it over. See? One again. Brace it over. That being said, in other news, y'all not got a new Chucky movie come out. Must check Netflix and so. So it's between Netflix or Prime, or is it what's the other one? Disney Plus. Whatever it is, you know. Movie scared the hell out of me when I was a child. No, I struggle like that. I strong like that. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, let us get on with it. Let us get on with it. We got a couple other things we want to share. Oh, y'all thought that was it? Y'all thought that was it? Oh, all right. All right. Folks, the country is topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy. You know? Systems got to work. Processes got to work. Right? If you got a business and you got to constantly get a fuel injection, a cash injection, or something like that, you're going to be in trouble. Folks, in other news, the Ghana Human Rights Association came out swinging today. No. They're about to get a song musing from the same fellow we were just speaking so glowingly of. You know? My God. Yes. They're about to get a song musing. You take what I tell y'all. The folks came out today and said this election ain't neither free nor fair. It was peaceful, but neither free nor fair. This we begin tonight. There is where we begin tonight. Neither free nor fair. That's what they said. But we're going to circle back to that in due course. We're going to circle back to that in due course. The government has begun distributing fertilizer to cash crop farmers. Yep. And you know, this is always done selectively in this one Guyana, even though just on Sunday, we heard Irfan Ali pledging to be inclusive and a president for all Guyanese. But don't tell the small farmers that. Because when the fertilizers start sharing, if you see the electoral map, you can know where it's going. You're going to know. So we're being told that extension officers from the Ministry of Agriculture Research Institute distributed fertilizer to cash crop farmers along the Mahaica Maikoni rivers and nearby areas as part of President Ali's ongoing support program. Things tight. So because the people can't take care of themselves, the government got to chip in here. You see? The initiative, they tell us, aims to reduce input costs, boost yields, and promote sustainable farming. They're telling us that hundreds of farmers have already benefited. Hundreds of farmers. Right? And no doubt, when I touch down back in that area, in that region, you're going to hear the plethora of concerns. We ain't got nothing yet. Friends, family, and favorites. And that is why what happened to the people in this election, in terms of them losing support in some key areas, is happening to them. This selectivity must stop. If and when this talk change, my God, and by God, be the change. Be the change. This one here, very interesting. Very interesting. Central Quarantine Chamber of Commerce. Its president, Mr. Bagroop, He said he expects Irfan Ali's second term administration to accelerate development in Region 6. They finished the road yet? What about the Palmeiras Stadium? How are we looking there? What about the stadium in New Amsterdam? What's the progress there? Mr. Bagroop said he expects Irfan's second term to accelerate development. Okay. Irfan understands it's his second and last term. He is about to accelerate his development. So he never pour gate in this life. And just now, we can see the fallout between he and Jagdeo. Because Irfan wants to replace Jagdeo. When Irfan is out of office, 2030, if not sooner, what do you think he's spending time doing? Huh? He want me to make Sahib too. But we come to that in another program. We come to the Chamber Presidents pointed out that ongoing projects, hospital, the Barbis River Bridge, the new bridge at the Promise, and as I said, the Palmeiras Stadium, and all investment. He said it's taking too long. Right? Yeah, pick up the pace a little bit. 5 years in. I said half skull, half big projects. Half skull, half big projects. But we're watching it. The people can get it right. One way or the other, you can get it right. And then, you don't realize how hot it has gotten? Those of you in the 592, have you guys realized how hot it's gotten? It's not just because I might be passing wrong, you know. You know, like I'm of hidden qualities. But it's unusually hot. Well, they're telling us that Environmental Officer 1, is it Nayan Prasad? He's warning that the rising temperatures, you see, it's not just me. It's not just you with the hot flashes, such and so forth. Rising temperatures and longer heat waves are endangering outdoor workers. That's me. In agriculture, fisheries, and construction. Right? Endangering. Folks, you better stay hydrated. You better stay hydrated. Nayan Prasad noted as well that global agencies have linked heat stress, listen to this, to economic and health risk. So it wasn't crazy after all. Right? Heat stress linked to economic and health risk. And Ryan is urging managers to listen, provide shade, hydration, bring the Gatorade, and rest breaks. And he cautioned as well that people with cardiovascular and respiratory illnesses are particularly vulnerable. Symptoms could be heat exhaustion and stroke. Narayan says regular breaks, and listen to this, I love this, coconut water, thing for the back. Regular breaks and coconut water can help to prevent serious illness. Yeah, I swear by coconut water. Your foot hurting, coconut water. Your back, you got a little cough, coconut water. You're not sleeping right. You're not, you know, you got bad worries, coconut water. I swear by it. Please and thank you. And you all know these times we're living in. Folks, we are in such uncertain times. We are in such uncertain times. My God, we're being told today, police are probing the shooting of this East Ramville driver, one Navin Eversley, 30 years old. He was allegedly, they are searching rather. Got to mix up a little bit. They're searching for 30-year-old Navin Eversley after he, Eversley, shot and killed Gavin Major outside Eversley's home in East Ramville. Right. The thing we wanted to point out here is how the value for human life keeps diminishing in this country. Shot Eversley outside his home in East Ramville. And according to reports, witnesses said that Major stopped his car, confronted Eversley about gunshots, The men argued and Eversley reportedly fired 2 rounds before fleeing. Major, 48 years old, he suffered gunshot wounds to his abdomen and left hand and later died at hospital. So sad. You know, it's so sad the value we attach to human life. Cheap. Cheap. Reports are also telling us that investigators have recovered 2 9mm shells and they have appealed to the public for assistance to locate Eversley. You know, turn yourself in. Can't do the time, don't do the crime. So we're following that. And look at this again. It's just still, it's like the heat getting to people's brains. The heat getting to people's brains. Alan Smart, 38 years old of Kururu. He appeared before Magistrate Tamika Clark, charged with the attempted murder of Debbie Samuels during an August 31st event, or rather incident. Why trying to kill Debbie? Why Alan Smart trying to kill Debbie Samuels? This is madness. One little country. Folks, one little country. You got 3 here. Away by the embassy. If the next 2 of us trying to kill each other, what is it? And it's 3 in the country. What is it? What is it? Huh? What is it? They tell us that Smart, Alan Smart, this 38-year-old fella, he was not required to plead and was remanded to prison until his next court date on October 7th. I don't know about y'all, good folks. I don't know about y'all, but I like my freedom. How about y'all? I like my freedom. I don't know about y'all. He's remanded to prison. Some of y'all but catch yourself, you know. Life is viewed too cheaply. That is the challenge that we have. Too cheaply. Much, much, much too cheap. Look at this one here now. Look at this one. 28-year-old construction worker, Joel Harding. He was charged with murdering 49-year-old US-based businessman, Courtney Evans. Right. During a fight at the end of August 31st, at Kubaka Mines. What's it about? Harding was subsequently arrested on September 1, according to reports, and he appeared before Russia Liverpool Magistrate, Her Honor, Russia Liverpool, and he was not required to plea, remanded until October 20th. I don't like your freedom. You don't like your freedom. You all know we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Please and thank you. Additional report indicates that Evans, he sustained multiple injuries during this brawl, including, they tell us, 2 groups at Kumaka Beach. It's a big fight. 3 other men were injured. 3 other men were injured. Right? Well, Joel Harding, charged for murdering Courtney Evans. It's so sad. It is so sad how we treat each other in this country. The value of human life. Right? Violence against women and girls. Violence, period. Carnage on our roads and waterways. You all know all of the maladies we contend with in this country of ours. You all know all of them. Our thoughts and prayers with all these families. And then this. When you think it can get initial reports indicated that when these 2 cashiers from Balwant Singh Hospital were doused with acid and went running to a business for help, the doors were closed in their face. Now the bar owner is denying chasing away these victims. Right? The bar in question, the proprietress has disputed that she chased away Jalicia Leach after the acid attack. This was on September 6th. This horrific, gruesome assault happened. The proprietress of the bar said she tried to assist the severely burnt cashier and that her own daughter suffered burns while helping. The proprietress also refuted allegations from relatives that she refused aid, insisting the victim ran into the bar seeking help. Mind you, the police are still searching for the perpetrators. Now, this is very interesting. I heard senior policemen, Paul Slow and Clinton Conway, interrogating this issue. Now, when senior policemen are speaking about these particular matters that touch and concerns law enforcement, I pay careful attention because, of course, having been career policemen, they understand these issues acutely. And so their own interrogation, I found very, very useful, even if it's for a different vantage point on the same matter. Even if, take a look and take a listen to some of what they told us quite recently.
Women are in serious trouble in Guyana, says retired Assistant Police Commissioner Paul Slow. On his podcast, Speaking Out, he pointed to an incident involving 2 female staff members at the Balwan Singh Hospital.
It seems that females are in serious trouble in this country, called Guyana. Only over the weekend, I've been reading where 2 female cashiers from the Balwan Singh Hospital walking in East Street, going to get lunch. Somebody passed and threw acid on them.
One of the women was badly burnt on her face. Slow also recalled 2 school children being burnt when an individual threw acid on them. At the time, they were walking with their mother, a school teacher.
East Coast, 2 children got burnt, and they jump and they play politics with it. So how the people who were doing the demonstration, it turned out that was not so, and they're quiet since then. President Ronnie sent for them, they come and they make big noise. They were blaming the protesters. And when they got evidence that it was not the protesters, it seemed to have been some domestic issue, right? They stay quiet.
There was a similar incident in the run-up to the 2015 elections. At the time, Clement Rohi was the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party. A lorry transporting PPP supporters under quarantine was said to have been attacked by villagers. Some women sustained injuries. Rohi immediately blamed opposition forces. A police investigation was mounted. It turned out that some people on the lorry were inebriated and a scuffle broke out. During the fight, the women were injured. The government said not another word about the incident. Another woman, Lolita Calenda, called Lola Doll, was shot while sitting in her car. She's currently hospitalized. Retired Assistant Police Commissioner Clinton Conway questioned the presence of the cameras that comprised the Smart City program.
What happened to all the cameras they said I got? That will replace boots on the ground. That you no longer have to have boots on the ground. The cameras, safe city, the cameras and picking up anything. A place like Balwan Singh Hospital, you don't picking up anything. You don't picking up a vehicle number. You could only pick up a vehicle that is a vehicle number and color that they say Adriana went in.
Love Clinton Conway there. What happened to all the boots on the ground? Come to all the body cameras. You see, when you read the fine print, it's not Forbes Burnham that says, now when you on the line. Now when you read on the line, it's once you read between the lines. Come to all the body cameras. They say no more boots on the ground. The CCTV camera, Smart City, what happened to it? My God. What happened to it? We're in a holding pattern. You can get it for next election. Coming soon, coming shortly. You can get it for the next election. Or for local government, you might get it mid-course. When they come with more promises. Folks, we got 3,000 of you watching us live. 3,100, 3,100 plus of you. 1,100 watching us on Facebook. 1,900 plus watching us on YouTube. Folks, share their broadcast so others get the valid and incredible information as well. Please and thank you. And smash that emoji button is yet. 3,000 people watching us and watch. You see? 286. Smash that emoji button. And we got over 1,000 watching us on Facebook. You see? So that 1,000 is like a big rally, but who going to vote? Watch, it's 286. Y'all see that? 1,000 people at the rally. We will rally tonight on Facebook. But how much of y'all want to vote? Watch. 291. Y'all ashamed? Y'all ashamed? When the CCTV cameras, we see some numbers on the license plate. What is it? It's madness. It's madness. That's what I can tell you. Madness. That being said, we wrote about this story yesterday. Wasn't it fun talking about inclusivity in this one Guyana? Oh, we coming after nobody. If that's the case, how come Stanley Jacob was transferred? He's a member of Assembly for Liberty and Justice that is led by Simona Brooms. How come he was transferred from where he was initially? Transferred to Port Moran Hospital now. This health professional. How come? Victimization. That's how come. That's how them boys is come after you. Oh, you all get caught with the big speech by the inauguration. The speech bigger than the Vic signage behind here, fun. Oh, you all got caught up with that. You did? Oh, so much for Ali's unity message. They're telling us Stanley Jacobs is a health worker, a father. He was reassigned. Why? He associated. Transferred. Why? He associated with the Assembly of Liberty and Prosperity Party. That could be any other party. That's how them boys stay. So even they say something and do something else, he don't practice what he preaches. And that's why he taking a front. When he starts quoting scriptures, I start to get very worried. He start quoting scriptures, but I get him find out. How I know it's find out? Them boys get him find out. We're closing in on 9 o'clock. Now the Venezuelan ambassador, Carlos Perez Silva, he has rejected allegations that businessman, leader of the We Invest in Nationhood Party, Ashruddin Mohammed, he has rejected allegations that Mohammed and his father, Nazar Shal Mohammed, colluded with the Venezuelan government. The man says nonsense, it's froth, as my late grandmother would say. It is. How do you bother with these boys? How do you bother with these boys? It's froth. Carlos Perez Silva says nothing like that happened. There was no collusion. The ambassador stated that the embassy serves all Guyanese. He said that visa matters are private. Why you wonder why we went to the embassy? Who they went to? What's the nature of the business? Nothing to do with you. Give people easy time. Give people an easy time. People young get it right, you know. Folks, I telling you, the PVP can get it right. Very soon and very shortly. They get it right. For his part, the Win Party leader, Ashruddin Mohammed, he's accused the government of spreading misinformation to tarnish his reputation. That is why I look down on what the president said about trying to curb misinformation. I look down on that, frowned on that with, it's ludicrous. The chief architects of misinformation in this country, the chief architects telling others that they're spreading misinformation. That's how them boys is roll. Marvel, Pretty Militia, homie, 3,200 of you on the live this evening and counting. Y'all miss me. 311 emojis. You're coming to come. It's not close to 3,200 that watching. Is it 200 plus one? You know, we gotta do better. But then get it right. Roderick, Eben, Naomi, Drucker, then get it right. Then get it right. So we're following that. The ambassador said, lie, fabrication. That can be all, you know. They wonder why Naomi went by the American embassy. They wonder why Brenda went by the Brazilian embassy. They wonder why Marcia and Dion, why you went by the Mexican embassy. What do you got to do with them? What do you got to do with them? Father have his mercy. Father have his mercy. Address things that really affecting the people in this country. And give people an easy time. Address what is actually affecting people in this country. Like the cost of living. I see Mark Phillips saying the pledging investments to indigenous communities. Well, Mark can have a talk, Mark have a talk. First thing, you have to stop disrespecting Mark, as I said. You are sending greetings, you have put a Mark photograph there. Stop with this Jagdio Ari nonsense. Mark is a vice president, elected and appointed. Get Mark photographs in there at once. Please and thank you. You followed our program this morning. You know we said we've been on the ground, been to a number of indigenous communities, and them boys ain't treating the people well. Them boys ain't treating the people well at all. That's why we're very concerned. You know, you see people doing all sorts of things. 23-year-old construction worker, Sidish Das, charged with stealing cement. A cement mixer, generator, water pump, valued at $500,000. Circling back to the Ghana Human Rights Association in a second. 543. Listen, irrespective of how tough things are and how tight, you don't fling your value system out the window. 23 years old. Right? Look where he going with cement mixer, generator, what? Water pump. Right? How say this? Fetching all this. I argue cement mixer is not a little handbag. $543,000. Well, he appeared before Rabindranath Singh, pleaded not guilty. Bail was denied. You go back to court on the 30th. Head him back to court on the 30th. So much for him. So much for Sidish. You know? Let me come back here. Aubrey said it. They didn't believe. He said it. Elections are neither free nor fair. Now, a lot of the international observer missions had similar themes. But I see some folks jumping on the Ghana Human Rights Association. It's who pay he, McCormack. When last they had an election in the GHRA, you know, all kind of red herring argumentations. They're not on the subject of the matter. They gone all kind of allied things. Right? You're gone off. As the Trini say, you're out of timing. Elections were peaceful. It's what the GRA had said. The GHRA had said. but that it wasn't fair, free nor fair. That's what he said. Now, you want to lie to you? That is what he said. It was neither free nor fair. And as I said, Mr. Norton quite recently raised the very subject matter. And here is the entity, the Ghana Human Rights Association, making the very same point. So it begs the question, something is up, nothing irregular. So we're following it, we're watching it. What else did they say? I'm trying to find my notation. I seem to have lost my way somewhere, and I want to give you all valid and credible information. Neither free nor fair. That is where we are this evening. That's what the folks said. It was neither free nor fair. The Ghana Human Rights Association, they criticized the ruling the People's Progressive Party Civic for abusing incumbency by using state resources during the campaign. And the Ghana Human Rights Association has gone on to call for electoral reforms. That's what they said they want. They have noted the emergence of the Win Party, and they said the decline of the APNU as well. And in their view, that kind of new permutation and dispensation, according to the Ghana Human Rights Association, could reduce ethnic polarization. But the body went on to stress that better campaign finance rules and independent oversight is needed as well. That's what the body said. That is what they said. That's what they said. Of course, quite recently, opposition opposition appointed GCOM Commissioner Vincent Alexander weighed into some of these very issues as well. Take a look, take a listen.
The commission is intended to be a constitutional body. Persons are nominated by the governing party and nominated by the opposition and appointed by the president with a constitutional instrument. But we have a situation in GCOM where persons tell you clearly that they represent a party, so that they are flying in the face of the very instrument and the very constitution that has brought their being into existence as commission.
That was Vincent Alexander, member of the Guyana Elections Commission. He was nominated by the political opposition. He said that the commissioners who claim to represent a political party are flying in the face of responsible behavior.
Because responsible behavior will call upon them to be objective, will call upon them to do the things that are required to ensure that GCOM can deliver the product through a process that is certifiable. But we do have a situation where they deliberately fight against that certifiable process.
He said that such actions don't lend legitimacy to any outcome of the Guyana Elections Commission. He also commented on the report that he boycotted the tabulation of the votes. Alexander said that he left the commission while the tabulation for District 4 was ongoing. The tabulation for District 7 hadn't yet started.
I left that place somewhere in the vicinity of 9 in the evening. And subsequently, upon checking my phone, saw an invitation for a meeting at 11.
That was about 2 hours after he left.
If I'm going to boycott something, I'll say I boycotted it. One of my colleagues did not see the notice until 3 in the morning. Was he in a state to boycott? But here is this defamation taking place in the public that people boycotted.
He blamed that situation on the poor administration at GCOM.
Yeah. Commissioner Vincent Alexander himself walking us through those issues while Mike McCormack of the Ghana Human Rights Association says the elections were peaceful. They were peaceful, but not free and fair. And as I said, y'all don't come for McCormack. Y'all don't like read. That's the problem. Go to what the international observer missions have said. The Carter Center, the Commonwealth, the EU, CARICOM, what they have said, and you'll see the same themes. Monkeys know slim for jumping. Monkeys know slim for jumping. Look, former Mayor Ubrajan Ryan, he said, look, don't buy with no election petition. Let me go back and meet with the people. Let's go back on the ground. Don't write the petition. Does he have a point? You agree with him? You hear the man say, how are you going to agree or disagree with him? Take a look. Take a listen.
Former Georgetown Mayor Obraj Narayan says that he would forego any elections petition at this time.
We must accept the result and move on, right? We must accept the result and move on. We have work to do. We can't run to court to fight file a petition, which we'll hear 6 or 7 years after.
He said that there is the likelihood that after such a lengthy delay, the petition could be thrown out. He said that the people need the support of leaders at this time.
And my Afro-Guyanese, they will look up for a leader in this country. I can't guarantee if the new opposition leader will represent the interests of Afro-Guyanese and at large base Guyanese at large, or hold the government accountable, right? I'm not saying that the PNC is an Afro-Guyanese party. PNC is always a multi-ethnic party, right? But Afro-Guyanese have been facing a lot in this country, not now, not 5 years ago, way before, and it continue.
He said that people shouldn't be carried away by cash grants and a contract to clean a drain.
I don't want to see my people clean drain. I want to see them elevate. They will get a contract to clean of a $3 million, $5 million. When that is finished, the person who get that contract for $5 million that does not have the capacity, which they have to go rent it from a big contractor.
Pandit Narayan said that this must be seen in a context that people don't understand. The benefits enjoyed by the government derive from the Granger administration, he said. The very oil contract that the PPP once criticized is their boon, he said.
Yeah. Former Mayor Ubraj Narayan making the arguments, like what we petition. Let us help our people and give representation to our people. Yeah. Give representation. That's where we leave it tonight, folks. That is where we leave it tonight. Thanks for joining us. The 3,300, 3,400 of you who've joined us tonight, share it live for us before you go. Smash that emoji button as well. We almost up to 400 emojis. That's because you all find some value, I hope, in the program. Please and thank you. Smash that emoji button, folks. And let's keep on keeping on. That's our time. And that's our broadcast this evening. Great to have had so many of you on the live. I see Cecile and Mike and Iban. Good to have you. Happy anniversary again to the Adams, Dr. Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Vincent Adams, Mike and Iban. Good to have you all on. Andrew and Cecile, Natasha, Iban, Mark. I see Linda's here as well. Marvel is here too. P. Ali Cock, Kim Walker on the live. Savage, Raquel, Shireen, Mindy, Naomi Drucker. How you doing, Naomi? Good to see you. Angela Jordan is here too. Mike Andrews. Good to have all of you on the broadcast. That's our time, good folks. And that's our program. Stay safe until we see you guys again.